We're going to get into the show, and again, as I mentioned, we're just beyond tickled to have this line. I think if royalties ask for it, boy, aren't we lucky that we get to ask for it as well. All right, now the first item up. Get ready, everybody. I'm popping these up. This is a beautiful ring. I really like them stacked actually as well, Yasmin.
Yes.
But this is called our crossover rings, and there's 3 choices. I'm going to hold them really still, and all of this we're going to get super close-ups for you because I want you to see the stone quality is absolutely breathtaking on these. All right, here we go. Rainbow, blue, or green. We have sizes 5 through 10. Yasmin, we'll let you take over.
Yeah, Sri Lanka is known to have the world's finest sapphires, and it's been beloved, as I said, for centuries with royalty, and the most iconic being a royal engagement ring worn by a late princess. The center stone of that ring was a oval Ceylon blue sapphire.
Wow.
Yes, so what makes the Ceylon blue sapphire so special is the color. It has a vivid royal blue, whereas its counterparts in blue sapphires found in other parts of the world are a blackish blue and dull in color. Inky, yeah. Exactly. And a Ceylon blue sapphire has that royal blue that is so rare, and it can only be found in Sri Lanka.
So the princess that we all knew and love, that was a
Ceylon blue sapphire.
Ceylon blue sapphire.
Yes.
Okay, and these are Ceylon blue sapphires. Just putting the connection together. Is it her ring? No, of course it's not. But
it is
and we all know that. That's probably one of the most famous rings. Well, the Hope Diamond would be a biggie. Well, that's a diamond though. But I mean, of rings of the modern century,
right?
That is got to be one of the most famous rings. And that same stone is the same stones that you're using in your sapphires today.
Right, and a contemporary princess was now handed down this ring.
Yeah, that's right.
So this is a ring that is really an heirloom piece. This has the finest Ceylon blue sapphires in here. I mean, this is something that could be passed down for generations. And each of these stones have been hand cut using a traditional hand cutting technique called hanaparua. And this technique really yields unrivaled brilliance and luster. These lapidaries look at everything in the stone rough. They're looking at the transparency, they're looking at the direction of light, they're looking at the internal color to really give you that optimal cut.
Yes, and again, thus they have such an incredible worldwide reputation with many royal houses around the world. You guys do a lot of commission pieces for them.
Yes.
And this to me, I am so into royalty. I follow, the Brits all the time. And this to me is like amazing that we can actually even be close to that. Now, we're going to talk about the 3 different types. So it's a bypass style. So obviously we've talked about the Ceylon blue. Now let's go into the multicolor.
Yes, the multicolor is really a medley of all your best. It's your rarest sapphire colors. And so many people will come up to me and say, what are those colors? And I'll say these are sapphires, and many people associate sapphire with blue. But what Sri Lanka is known for is natural colored sapphires, and of all colors of the rainbow. Yes.
No, and that is authentically, because here's what everybody at home is saying. Here's what they're going to say. They're saying, is that simulated? It's so colorful. It's so bright. It's so clear. I know at home they're thinking, I hate to say this, it's fake.
No, these are 100% natural. Yes, Sri Lankan sapphires are the finest quality. At House of Ellure, we have our own licensed mining team, and so we, go to a city called Ratnapura in Sri Lanka, which in English means gem city, and that's where one of the world's most famous gems have come from there. Yeah. The Star of Adam, the world's largest blue sapphire, so it really produces the finest
the best
colored sapphires in the world.
All right, so now we've got the green, and the green has its own story.
The green is so special as well. It is a really vibrant sage green, and it's a green that our veteran miners who have been with us for over 10 years have not seen this color tone in years. You can usually find this in a darkish green or a very light green. This is such a beautifully saturated, vibrant green.
Oh, I have to tell you, I've been very blessed to do this for many, many years, like basically 26 years. 20 here at HSN. I was with our sister network work for 6 years, and I've done a ton of jewelry. I got the whole GIA thing, blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you know, whatever.
Right.
But I got to tell you, and I've seen a lot of sapphires in my life. I've seen a lot of sapphires. I've never seen sapphires finer than these. And I've never, ever said that on the air, guys. Never in 26 years of being able and being passionate about jewelry, I've never seen sapphires. And when you get these at home, again, I think our crew is doing a magnificent job under some crazy conditions. Even in the studio, they're doing a great job. When you get it at home, those of you who get this and you open the box, if you don't think it's the finest sapphire you've ever seen, then you've got to send it back. But I'm going to almost guarantee, and I've seen, like I said, I've seen some of the best sapphires in the world. We're rivaling all of those because you're bringing us some of the best sapphires in the world.
Yes.
The clarity, the color, the brightness. These are natural colors. They're not treated. They're not. They don't like a lot of what they'll do out there in the gemstones world is they do a lot of treatment to them to get the color in them, to make them be colorful. When you can get this kind of color, that is rarefied air. That's why they have kings and queens and royal houses coming to them, many of them. You were saying Sweden and England
from all over the world. You know, Sri Lankan artistry is really revered, you know, around the world. So many royal families are still commissioning pieces with these artisans and lapidaries who cut the stone because the work is so exquisite.
Yes.
You know, each piece is a custom piece. Each piece is hand casted, cut, set, polished, and handcrafted, so you're not just getting the rarest sapphires and the finest quality, but you're also getting a custom handcrafted piece.
And white zircon you used, and that again is a genuine gemstone. Let's kind of explain that real quick, because some people hear the word zircon and they think zirconia,
right?
Which is not.
No, I mean this is zircons is really just going to give you that sparkle, and really that's the closest thing to having that brilliance of a diamond.
Yes.
This band
without the cost of the diamond.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and this band is going to really contour over your finger, and you're going to have that dimension in there where you're really going to see the brilliance of that hand cutting of the stones.
I do want to do the most popular, Rick, if you will. You know what I'm going to guess? The rainbow. That's what I was going to guess. And guys, if we can do another close-up, I did guess right. I want to do another close-up of the rainbow in studio, if you don't mind, like super, super close. Not that shot, maybe. I think the other shot really showed off the colors really, really well. Because, that's it. Thanks, guys.
Yes.
That's what I wanted you to see right there. You can see the sapphire beauty, you can see the green sapphire, but that rainbow, those are, all of this is natural stones.
Yes,
and
all natural.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
You can see the cut, everything about it. The faceting is stunning. Everything about this ring is truly breathtaking. Now, on top of that, we decided to put it on sale, and every item in the show obviously is a brand new launch because Yasmin is introducing House of Allure to HSN here in Tucson today, and I'm so honored to be with you.
So excited.
But thanks, guys. That's a beautiful shot on that ring. Do not miss out on the rainbow. Rick, how are we doing on sizing in the rainbow specifically? Okay, we've lost size 5 in the rainbow. Size 5's gone. I have 6 through 10. Oh, I'm sorry, size 5 and 6 are now sold. I have 7 through 10. I have 5 through 10 in the sage green, and I have 5 through 10 in what you would consider the more traditional sapphire. These are all what Sri Lanka is so well known for, is just having these sapphires that are the world's finest.
Yes.
I mean, do you know if there's any other place in the world that can get finer sapphires than Sri Lanka?
I really do. You know, Sri Lanka is the top gem-bearing nation in the world. Yeah. You know, they nicknamed Sri Lanka the treasure box of the Indian Ocean because they are so many species that they have of gemstones, 75 species that she bears, and sapphires are the finest quality, and to really have a spectrum of all the colors
it's amazing.
It's so amazing.
It really is. And I love what you said earlier too, Yasmin, as you said, you know, it's not the inky blue, it's not the cloudy blue, it's not the blue that looks almost black, because a lot of inexpensive sapphires are that way.
Yes.
And here's what's exciting, if you're like me, and I'm such a fan of just all jewelry, to be able to buy the top of the top of the top in the top category. So you got to remember, sapphires, emeralds, rubies, and diamonds are considered the most precious stones in the world. It's those 4.
Yes.
And to be able to now shop in the sapphire world where you're up at the top of that level, this is really something exquisitely special. Now, remember, we have 5 Flex with any major credit card. You can get this home for $60. This is such a moment. If you love sapphires, or if you're like me, you just love precious gemstones, that is a category on its own. And And I love those four. I mean, come on, emeralds, sapphires, diamonds, and rubies. But it's very rare to get this quality of sapphire.
Yes.
You know what's interesting? You don't even see it if you go to a typical store. Like if I had to find a sapphire like this, what kind of boutique or store would I have to go to?
This is really, premium quality sapphire. I mean, in the market right now, a carat is, going for the price of, this ring. That's one thing with Sri Lankan sapphires. It's always the value is always gonna be there. So this is really an investment for your wardrobe.
Oh, that's a great way to put it. I love that. Yeah, it really is. And I think for $60 to get it home on a major credit card, the sparkle, the shine, I really love this. You might want to think about using this and put it against your diamond engagement ring. That would be stunning, almost as a wedding band.
Right. I mean, this is designed to stack, but we also designed this collection to be able to mix and match. I'm wearing a rainbow sapphire cluster ring with the band. You could just have fun really playing around and mixing these rings.
Okay, if you really want to go for it, kids, watch, I'm going to show you this. I am truly like a kid in the candy store out here too. Oh,
exactly.
This would be a modern day girl's version. If you've got somebody in your life who's not your typical traditional kind of gal, who's kind of funky and wants to do something different, it's going to be a lot less expensive than buying a band and a diamond ring. But look what's on my finger now. So I did what you suggested.
Right.
Let's just do all color.
Yes.
This cluster is coming up, and look at how.
That's gorgeous.
Oh, daggone it.
That
and
is
you know
a
what's
great
funny?
combo.
The way you guys designed the X, it allows that to kind of tuck in there comfortably.
It does, because I have so many rings, that have that same cut. So we designed this to be able to very easily fuse together. It looks stunning. I love that combination.
You know what this is? It's the ultimate eye candy.
It is. It really is.
Just, oh gosh, guys, if you can swing it, use that 5 flex. We're going to pop the information on the cluster up once again because it's going to be sold out. Oh, by the way, in the rainbow bypass, or the X design, we're down to 8, 9, and 10, right, in the rainbow. Okay, if you want the rainbow 8, 9, and 10, also, we are going to get to, let's do this. Can I do that? Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Yeah.
We have another really pretty cluster sapphire coming up, just blue sapphire. Okay.
Right.
This is it.
It stacks so beautifully together.
My son is working on getting engaged to his girlfriend. I almost want to call him and say, we might want to think a new direction here.
Right? I mean,
it's so much different.
You do have an